So now we're going to dig into our Q&A session led by Alicia Stevens. She's our Director of Client Success here at StratusLIVE, as well as Paula Elrod, the Senior Director of Data and Technology for United Way of Greenville County, and Stephen Schwartz, the CFO of United Way for Southeastern Michigan. So I'll ask the three of them to please turn on their webcams if they can, and then we'll dig into the conversation.
Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate it. Hi, Paula. Hi, Stephen. Good to see you guys. This is how we see all our friends and colleagues these days. So it's good to see you at the top of my screen. And as a former United Wayer myself, I understand that this is audit season and campaign season, and we really appreciate the time the two of you took to be here with us today and the time all of our guests have taken to be with us today. So Kelly, that was a great introduction for Paula and Stephen, but as way of background, we'll start with a little bit of background and then we'll get into some product discussion. Paula and Stephen, if you could just share with the group a little bit about your role and your responsibilities at your United Way and maybe how those relate to technology. And Paula, let's start with you.
Okay. I am the Director of Donor Data and Research. Currently, I'm responsible for the integrity of all the donor data that is either integrated or manually put into StratusLIVE. My team and I work and support the entire organization, but this time of year, we are really consumed with workplace campaign and pretty much Ignite portals.
Stephen, how about you?
I'm the Chief Financial Officer at United Way for Southeastern Michigan. Been here since January of 19, and I oversee the finance area, human resources, information technology, and facilities. And obviously, a big chunk of the finance and IT work is interacting very closely with our pledges and our campaign system.
Great. So Stephen, I'll continue with you for my next question, just to provide some context for the folks on the webinar. Tell us a little bit about the StratusLIVE products that your United Way uses and a little bit about your partnership with StratusLIVE, how long you've been a partner.
Absolutely. For the CRM product 365, I believe we implemented it in 2011. But it could be sooner. That's as far back as the records go, and I've only been here since 2019. And then internally, we call it Workplace Giving Portal, StratusLIVE, it's known as Ignite. We implemented it in the summer of 2019 very successfully. I have moved more clients over to it this year and are also very excited about a new tool for us, Give Now portal, which is literally being implemented now and put in place for Giving Tuesday.
Great. Thank you for that, Stephen. How about you, Paula?
My United Way, we began using StratusLIVE in 2013, and we started with using the Ignite portals in 2014. We piloted with one particular company, and it proved to be very successful. So the following year, all of our electronic campaigns, we use the Ignite portal.
Okay, great. Thank you guys for sharing that. That's really helpful. So let's kind of get into the meat of it just a little bit around our the products that you use. So we know that, this year has been a very strange year for a lot of reasons, but I wanted to give you guys a chance to talk a little bit about how your fundraising efforts have changed in this past year, how your use of the technology to support those fundraising efforts may have changed over the last year. So tell us how your fundraising and donor management technology has evolved over time. Paula, would you like to start?
Sure. So last year, approximately 60% of our online campaigns, or all of our campaigns, were using the Ignite portal. This year, in March, when COVID hit, we made the decision that we were going to go 100% virtual. So we launched every workplace campaign through the Ignite portal. So it's been a lot of work. We had to increase some manpower to get that up and running, but I'm happy to say that it's been quite successful.
Great. Just as a matter of context, do you know roughly what number of campaigns that would be? How many campaigns that would be when you say all of them?
I would say probably about 400.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Great. That is a
And
lot.
that includes like one campaign that has 112 different locations. So, you know, when you talk about total number of campaigns, it's a lot.
Thank you. Stephen, same question to you. How have your efforts changed kind of over time and specifically in light of COVID this year?
Yeah, first of all, Paul, I've got to congratulate you on getting 100% of your campaigns over. That's quite an accomplishment. You know, here we've gotten our our large and our mid-size, but we haven't been as successful with the smaller ones, and so we should talk offline. I'd be interested about hearing more about your experience. But we moved to Ignite summer of 19. We moved all of our online campaigns, with the exception of one over there. And I mean, overwhelmingly, we had a positive feedback from many of our partners, many of our customers that use it. In terms of ease of use, the transition was seamless. And most importantly, some of the reporting and analytics and customizations that were available. For us, ability to track the donor information and gift information in one place, using internally some of the tasks and activities, using marketing lists to engage, donors, year round has helped. This year, obviously, COVID has impacted all of us. It hit Southeastern Michigan hard early, and is now hit everywhere pretty hard. And having the tools in place to work remotely has helped greatly. We did a COVID-19 fund. We seeded it with $2 million from our board designated reserves. Initially had a goal of raising 10 million. We're now at 37 million. Part of that was through web donations on our website. And quite frankly, we had some pain points with online credit card donations, our website, getting the information into CRM. And we recently heard about the StratusLIVE Give Now portal, which interacts very well with the CRM and solves our integration issues and many of the manual processes. So we have launched that full steam ahead, and literally have it up in place for Giving Tuesday. And we see it also helping with a second round of a COVID fund as we get that relaunched in the fall. And like I said, Paula, 100% kudos to you. I got to talk more to you later.
That's awesome. Thanks, Stephen. So Stephen, you just kind of laid out there, you kind of threw me a softball from the last question that I had for you all, which was around, what would you say is the biggest benefit to you and your team for utilizing StratusLIVE? You talked about integration, you talked about the ability to work remotely, ease of use, reporting. So you kind of threw them all out there for me, but if you had to say, kind of summarize what the biggest benefit is, what would you say that is?
I'd say the biggest benefit has been for the companies that we work with, their experience on the back end versus what we were using before. I mean, there were a lot of pain points. There was one very large multinational company that had several years of pain points. It was considering looking at a Benevity or a Your Cause. We talked them into please give us one more chance, and we used Ignite, and they were very happy with that. They're very satisfied within our own marketplace. They speak well of it, which has helped us convince other larger companies to also transfer over to the product. And internally, being able to have a central tool to manage different aspects of the work, from the fundraising to the IT to the accounting, and having it integrate well with CRM has made us more efficient.
Awesome, thank you. Paula, I'll throw the same question to you.
Okay.
The biggest benefit that you see.
I would echo exactly what Stephen said with the integration and capturing data. In the last few years, we've really positioned our United Way to targeted companies as a partner in helping them accomplish their corporate social responsibility goals. And so we're able to customize the Ignite portal as a company branded site. And so it's basically just powered by United Way and StratusLIVE. So we're able to customize pictures, pages, content. We have employee testimonials, and we really have used that in conjunction with some dynamic forms so that we're able to capture volunteer opportunities. So we're able to give the company the ability to give and run a formalized campaign, but it also serves as a site for employees to volunteer, see different volunteer opportunities in the community. Also, we've created forms so that teams or departments can volunteer. And then also one company is actually using the site to track volunteer hours. And so that all equates to donor data that is going directly into our system. And, it's no surprise that we all want additional data on our donors, and that just gives us the ability to communicate with them and in a timely way and know more about them and continue that cultivating that relationship.